Fair warning, it's gonna be a ranty video. Probably shouldn't be filming this Get Ready With Me, but we're just gonna roll with it because that's the mood we're in today. In fact, I'm in such a mood that I'm not even sitting in my position, in my place. I don't even have my mirror. What am I thinking? All right, you guys, let's do this the right way. Dani is in a mood. Are we even in focus? Can we muster the strength to get our intro going with all these baby hairs happening? All right, let's do it. Coffee break with me. Woo! Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you today? Today we're in a very mood. Okay, we need to rant for a second, and we're gonna rant while we get ready because I always do this where I like talk at the beginning, and then it's a really slow start. I use the same products, whatever. So we gotta talk about something. It's funny because when I try to get like ranty, like my ranty is like people's normal good mood. See all that dry shampoo happening there? So if you guys are new to my channel, welcome. I'm Princess Poppy, and this is me in a bad mood, for the record. So for primer, we're gonna use Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. I actually have been using it quite a bit, and I'm kind of taking a like to it. I mean, I don't know if it's the combo that I've been using with the Mercier foundation, or what the haps is, but yeah, I say what's the haps, because we're pretty cool in this neck of the woods. Okay, so let's talk about leaving someone on red. This is like the issue with iPhones. Duo Salmon concealer. I really need to get another corrector, you guys. And if you guys hear incessant barking, you know what the deal is. It's what happens when you have a whole zoo of canines in your home. So one of the perks of having an iPhone and knowing people that have iPhones is that if they have their read receipts on, you can see when they read your messages. One of the downsides of having an iPhone and someone else that has an iPhone is that you can see when they read your messages. So I'm gonna put these people in the same category as perpetually late people. Then for foundation, I think we're gonna do the Mercier situation, and then I'm gonna mix it with One and Done because it's still not the right color, but I still like to use it. It's actually a really great foundation. I wonder how it would be standalone though, because I've never actually used it just on its own completely. It's a great product. I just barely use a splash of the One and Done so that it you know, takes away a little bit of the, I guess, tone, like the deeper tone. But yeah, so people that leave you on red. So, I don't know, it's just so, I feel like it's so inconsiderate. Okay, if it's like a meme, or, I don't know, a link to something, or just a picture or something, it doesn't require a response, it's fine, who cares? Leave someone on red. Or, yeah, you leave someone on red. But when it's something that's like an actual question, or you're trying to get an answer to something, you're trying to gauge a response, and they leave you on red and reply like 72 hours later, and I'm being really dramatic, they reply like 12 hours later. It's so ridiculously frustrating. It's just rude, right? Am I being ridiculous right now? I feel like it's extremely rude, super inconsiderate, and it doesn't take anyone, you know, more than 3 seconds to reply. We live on our phones. I saw this meme a really long time ago that, you know, it was talking about how when people text like, oh, I just barely saw your text message. It's like, no, you didn't. Your phone is always in your hand. You saw the text message the minute you got it. You just didn't reply. And albeit, people are busy. People are at work. I am blessed where I can work from home, and literally my phone is always in my hand because I'm always doing something work related from my phone. Always, always, always. I'm like the queen of multitasking, right? So I do get distracted and I do forget to reply from time to time, but eventually I do. Not 8 hours later, but eventually I do. Now that's kind of the problem with like read receipts, because if you're gonna have those on, you should probably reply. And you know if they're on. If you're gonna have them off, all right, then live your thug life and reply 3 days later, or 12 hours later, or 8 hours later, or do some BS excuse of I'm so busy. Stop glorifying busy, you guys. When people matter, it doesn't matter how busy you are. You reply. You say, hey, I'll get back to you. Oh, hey, I'll call you back. You know what I mean? Like, we need to stop this glorification of busy. It's so ridiculous. It just makes people feel ridiculously unimportant. Anyway, so if you know you're one of those D-bags that reads messages and doesn't reply, turn off those read receipts. It makes people really, really, really insecure. I know, you should be confident, blah, blah, blah. But I mean, there's little stuff that makes you, insecure. It gets in your head. You know, you get like you get trapped in your own little mind, your little prison of thoughts. And it drives you crazy. But anyway, so that's the rant. That's my one rant for today. Okay, there's probably gonna be more, but I'm the worst. Oh my God, you guys, I'm the worst. I'm having a text fight, which for the record, I don't condone. I don't participate in text fighting. I think it's ridiculous, but sometimes you just can't help it. Anyway, so I'm having a text fight right now and I totally forgot to record and I just put on shape tape. You guys, even if I forget to hit record, you know I'm using the same stuff. Anyway, so yeah, don't leave people on red. Reply to people. Be considerate. I don't know, you guys. I think I was born in literally like the wrong time. I like dream of having that guy that leaves me like flowers on my mailbox or my doorstep or my windshield, you know, like, or that guy that sends me like a little love note or like an email, you know. I went on a date with this guy, literally like it was like 1.5 dates and there were other people there, so it was never like a one-on-one date. And he would send me emails from work and it was just so sweet. They felt like love letters, like digital love letters. I don't know where manners have gone. There's so many guys that I meet that are like, yeah, my mom taught me better. She'd hit me with the wooden spoon if I wasn't a proper gentleman. Really? Really? I don't know. I mean, I feel like we need to update what proper gentleman means and like bring it up to speed with like texting and social media and stuff like that. Because before, like, you would think, oh, a gentleman, like, obviously all this stuff applies still, right? Like opening the door and picking someone up and telling them they look lovely or helping them with a bag or something heavy or whatever, right? Like all of that classic gentleman-y stuff still applies. But like bring it up to speed, like, oh, you know, send something cute via text or like a cute little meme or I don't know, a little heart emoji. Just something that's digital, modern, but still is old-fashioned. You know what I mean? Like, we need to make it new-fashioned. I am so cranky. I feel like, as much as I say I don't have expectations of others, because I really try to be cognizant of that. Like, I try to be cognizant of not having high expectations so that I don't get disappointed. It's something that I've always worked on, but it's also something that I've always struggled with. And so I feel like as much as I don't have expectations, because the way that I am, I go so far beyond what I need to in all my relationships, whether it's friendship, family, or whatever, because I just go so far beyond. I do really wish for just the minimum from someone. You know what I mean? Like replying to a text. Or, I don't know, just, oh man, you know, it's true. It's just, as long as I have expectations, no matter how minimum or minimal I think they are, I'm always going to be disappointed. So it's just so frustrating because I'm like that person that's like, yeah, whatever you need. Oh, it's your birthday? Let me go all out and do all this crazy stuff and get you like a custom gift or decorate your office, or I don't know. Like, I really just go really far beyond to make the people in my life happy and to let them know that I listen and that I care about them. And just when I meet someone that I feel doesn't even do the bare minimum. I posted a quote on my Instagram not too long ago, and what did it say? Like, you give me 100, I'll give you 110. You give me 50, I'll give you 0. I wish I could do that. I really do, you guys, but I'm such a chicken. Like, that doesn't feel natural to me. I don't do things to get a response. Like, I don't do things to get anything in return. I do things because it's what makes me happy, but ultimately it's also what makes me sad, because I just keep doing and doing and giving and giving and giving, and it's never, well, not never. I'm lucky to have, you know, few people in my life that appreciate that from me and like meet me halfway, you know? But most people, man, I don't know. I don't know if I should just stop doing or stop having expectations, because I don't think I could do either. Okay, you guys, I'm going to do my brows off camera because I always do the same thing. I'm going to use, where are you? I'm going to use Anastasia Beverly Hills in Taupe, the Brow Wiz, and then Glossier Boy Brow, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so my friend Sam just called me. We got a little emo for a second. You guys, when I get so mad, I cry. Like, I'm the biggest crybaby. The biggest crybaby on the planet. I was reading something somewhere, I don't even remember, probably a meme, because that's where I get all my valid information. This is the Makeup Forever, I think it's S112, this one. I was reading this somewhere, something, whatever, so specific, that said that people that cry easily are the most innocent. And so that's why it's so easy for them to cry. Like, they're very emotionally in tune and innocent. I think naive was thrown in there too, because I know I am. But when I get super mad, I just cry out of like frustration. I used to, when I was younger, have like I would want to express myself in a more, not violent way, but like I would get angry, like physically angry. And as I've gotten older, I just get disappointed. You know what I mean? Because most of the time when I get mad, it's because of something that someone does to me or says to me. And because I care so much, it affects me so much. And so I cry. I cry because I can't express, you know, to that person how they made me feel, you know. And so it just, look, it's happening again. You guys see it? This is a problem. This is like when you're drinking beer and you pee and then you break the seal and then you have to pee every 3 minutes. This is what happens to me when I cry out of like anger or frustration. Then when I keep talking about it, it just, there, I broke the crying seal, you guys. So anyway, yeah, I just had like Sam's timing was perfect because I was doing my brows off camera when she called me, and I was like, man, I just expect so much more from people. You know what I mean? And I hate having expectations. Expectations are just the worst. You know what I mean? They turn people into cynics, because when you have expectations of to a certain degree, like expectations from people, and I don't have expectations from like Joe down the street or like Maria around the corner or like Lucy at the local Walmart. I have expectations from people that, you know, I donate half my liver to, or my other kidney. Those are the expectations that like hurt me, you know. And can I please stop putting on bronzer? We get it, Dani, you have expectations. Stop expressing yourself via bronzer. yeah, so those are the people that disappoint me. Anyone else, I mean, whatever. Just go kick rocks, bro, you know? But when it's someone that you care about, it just really hurts your feelings because you don't ever want to feel like someone that you give so much importance to treats you like just Maria down the corner or Lucy at the local Walmart. And that's what happens. This is the Melissa Michelle palette in collaboration with Ulta. This blush, literally this blush is, oh my God, you guys, I can't even tell you. It's life. It's absolute life, like you need it in your life. They should like permanently collab with her and sell just the blush individually. It's so good. It's good too because it's great for all skin tones. I mean, it's perfect. It's like, is it rosy? Is it mauve? Like, what color is it? You could use it in the summer. You could use it in the fall. How about in the winter? Yeah, with a heavier hand in the winter, it would look like rosy, like cold cheeks. With a lighter hand in the summer, it looks like just a beautiful, like mauvey, like a light, like if you're tan, like me right now that I'm tan. I mean, look, right? Oh, it's so good. It's so good that I put on too much of it all the time that I use it. Did you guys just hear my Spanish English? Did you hear that? It was like I still think in Spanish when I talk. So when you hear me say and you know what I mean? I'm actually in my head thinking of what I'm trying to say next, like translating it. So I still think in Spanish. And so what ends up happening is I'll like flip verbs and adjectives and nouns, and I'll say them out of order in English, whereas in Spanish they would be in order. Now I'm going to take this brush. This is the Wayne Goss airbrush brush, I think, or airtight brush or something air. And I'm going to apply a pretty decent amount of powder. And this is probably why I actually ran out of this powder so quickly. I wish there was a way to put it back. I know that's gross, but it's just my face, you guys. So I'm putting on this so that if I have fallout, it's just so much easier to clean up, because I have to do foundation and brows first. There's just no way around it. I can't, even if I'm gonna do like a crazy dramatic black smoky eye, it's just so uncomfortable for me to do eyes first and then foundation. It just doesn't feel natural. So I'm gonna bring you guys in close, and then we'll do the we'll do eyes. And I think I'm gonna do, I kind of want to use this palette again because I really want to challenge myself to create another eye look that doesn't look like every other eye look I've done. But then I'm also dying to use this palette again. What should I do? I don't know. Okay, I'll think about it. All right, ladies and gents, we are gonna do eyeballs. Let me make sure I'm in focus. Someone said in a video that I always look like I'm out of focus, and I'm like, do I really? I mean, it's possible because my camera doesn't have autofocus. If you guys are new to my channel, this camera is hella old. It's the same one I used from when I started. No autofocus, no viewfinder. It cuts me off every 10 minutes. Listen, you guys, I'm a miracle worker when I use this camera. Okay, it's not that serious, but kind of. Okay, we're gonna take Wheezy, this color right there, and y'all know where I'm gonna put that because it's the same color that I put under my brow. But why am I like so uncomfortable? There we go. Man, do you guys ever like do something in a really, really uncomfortable fashion and then realize like, why am I doing it like this? I could just adjust the seat, or I could just move the mirror, or like when you're painting your nails or something, like your toenails. I do that all the time. I'm like, wait a second, there's an easier way to do this. So you guys, today is going to be one of those like emotionally exhausting days. I supposedly had plans that I was going to do. Those kind of fell through. I hate when people disappoint me. It takes me a little while to get over it. I'm not resentful. Like, I don't hold grudges. I really can't. Like, I really wish I could, because there are some people that deserve for me to carry a massive grudge. Maybe that will help me be a little bit more like, I don't know, less of a doormat, but I just can't. But when I get like, when someone hurts my feelings or they disappoint me, it takes me a little while to like shake it off. Now I'm gonna take Rosemary, this color right here. So that's kind of like my mood right now. I don't know. I just don't like, I don't think anyone likes being disappointed, especially when you've been looking forward, you know, to doing something. But, you know, I have my plan, and then the man upstairs always tends to find very hilarious humor in my life. So, my trusty boss, but like, can a sister catch a break? Can a sister catch a break a little bit? Whatever. Can you stop leaving me on red? No. That'd be so funny, wouldn't it? If you could see if your prayers like got read or not. He then got a text. Hey, I kind of sent you a text prayer. You just left me on red, boss. What the heck? All right, enough of that humor. But yeah, so I'm taking Rosemary and E40. Every time I say E40, I think of like that rapper. He was a rapper, right? Wasn't he a rapper or something? E40? No? Am I that cool that I actually know some rappers' names, you guys? The other day I was vlogging. Actually, was it yesterday? I was vlogging, and then when I realized that I'm vlogging, I have regulators on in the background. Yes, regulators. You know which song I'm talking about? You know, the truth is, I'm just a lot cooler than I let on to be. Let's be honest. I've always been this dorky, by the way. When I used to teach high school, my students would laugh at me because I would make like the biggest fool of myself. Because who cares? Who cares? You know what I mean? Like, screw your inhibition. And I don't mean that kind of inhibition, cochinos. You know what I mean? But like how some people are shy to like ask for seconds or ask for extras, or I don't know. That's not me. I'll talk to a rock. That's how social I am. All right, then we're gonna take, ooh, Alana. That's like a purple. No, that's too dark. How about Teresita? That's kind of pretty. How about Kate's? Oh, look at that one. Holy moly, what is that situation? But then there's this one. Oh, I can't decide. Oh my gosh. Okay, what are we gonna do? Okay, first what I'm gonna do, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take Bing Bing, this one right here, and that is gonna go on a smaller blending brush, MAC 217, and that's gonna be the crease color. And then we're gonna run that from the outer V, third, whatever, all the way into the inner corner. Like a rainbow. Just follow that orbital bone like you're doing a little rainbow or a horseshoe or whatever you like that's in the shape of an N or a U or whatever. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, guys. That's intense, Batman. Then I'm gonna go back to Rosemary, this color here, and I'm going to kind of soften up, blend out, whatever, you guys, whatever. That Bing Bing shade. It's also going to cool it down a little bit because it's a pretty warm terracotta. And then Rosemary is very cool. So blending that on top will kind of cool it a little bit so it's not as warm. See what I mean? Okay, now I'm going to, I don't know if I should use my finger to press in the shadow or I should use a flat shader brush. I think I'm gonna go with a flat shader and MAC Fix Plus because it's like a flecky shadow, this one right here. It looks like a pressed pigment. So I'm gonna take some of that on a Sigma, yeah, it's definitely flecky, E55. That's a professional word. You guys know that every Get Ready With Me, I teach you guys a very professional makeup artist term. Flecky. Flecky is the one for this video. So see how much I have on there? Some Fix Plus. Make sure you actually get the Fix Plus on the brush. And then, let's see. How's it looking? What do we think? Too much? A little too much? Man, I've been having some sparkly days these last few days. Yesterday I did one, I did a look with my shade Determined for my Itsy quad. That's still available for sale, by the way. Beautiful gold, and I put that like on the center of the lid, like just a pop. So pretty. Look at that. Oh, Melissa Michelle. Do you think her friends call her Melissa Michelle, or do you think they just call her Melissa, or like Mel or Melly? For all the like Melisas in Spanish, they call her Meli. So maybe they call her Melly. Who knows? Now I'm gonna do the same thing to the other eye. Ready? Ooh, look at that. That's beautiful. So pretty. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is whatever's left on that 217, I'm scared to do it too close to that gold because it might like make it come off. Then I'm gonna take that same brush and the color Harley, that's the dark color, and just a little tap, tap, tap right here on the outer edge, just for a little more dimension. Now the other side. All right, what do we think? I don't think you guys are in focus. There we go. Looks good, right? I mean, it looks off right now because I'm not wearing mascara, but we're gonna dust off the excess powder, and then we'll do the lower lash line. I don't know if I should even do the lower lash line. Maybe we should keep it just really simple. Okay, for the lower lash line, I think we're gonna go ahead and actually do it. Man, I don't want to go too dark, but I also don't want to do that really orangey shade. Maybe I could just do like a halfway almost smudge. Where's my brown pencil? So we're going to take Brewed from Smashbox. I've really been enjoying this pencil, although it's not the best for like the tight line or waterline. If your eyes are watery, it won't go on. Like it won't leave color. So that's kind of, yeah. But, I mean, I've been liking it so much that I keep reaching for it. So that's got to say something. So I'm going to sharpen that, and then we'll just do like a little bit, maybe. Yeah, we'll just do that. I know it looks a little weird. Bear with me. Bear with me. Every time I say that, I think of like an actual bear. It's a little weird, right? Okay, and then I took that darker shade. What's it called? Harley. Take the darker shade Harley. And then we're gonna just smudge it a little bit. Smudge it a little bit. 30 seconds later, we look like we're going to the club. Yeah? Yeah, right? Oh, I shouldn't have done this side. It's gonna be dry by now. That thing locks on, you guys, and it is hard, impossible to blend out. Like, impossible. Alright, there we go. How does that look? Is that cute? It's cute, right? It's not so, like, brought down or too dramatic like I normally do it. I, like, bring it down like a mile down my face. It's like, is that highlighter or eyeshadow or what's happening? What's going on there, Dani? Yeah, I'll do that. All right, well, it officially looks like we're going to the club. Mission accomplished. I'm gonna do mascara off camera and then I'll be right back. What do we think? That's pretty. That kind of reminds me of a look I used to do when I was like single and like would party and go to the clubs. I would do something very similar to this, except the lid was like a goldenrod, like a matte goldenrod shade. Classy, you guys. So I've been trying this new thing where I drink water. I'm really bad at drinking water. And I feel like the more I drink, the more thirsty I get. And so it's very inconvenient. Anyway, so that's that side note. Now for highlighter, I'm going to go with the same palette, the Love Melissa Michelle palette. And I'm just going to swirl it in all three of the colors. Hopefully it's not too dark. We're gonna do temples, cheekbones, and then apples of the cheeks. I know I put highlighter here for some reason. I think if you have oily skin, it wouldn't work. But if you guys have normal skin where you don't get, your face doesn't get super greasy, I don't see why you can't. I just really like how it looks. Now, I know that the older I get and then my pores are just gonna get bigger and bigger, it's probably gonna turn into an issue because it's just gonna emphasize my pore size. It's already doing that now. But for now, YOLO, don't tell me how to live my highlighter life. I feel like that's like the line in all of my Get Ready With Me's now. Don't tell me how to live my highlighter life. Now for lips. Did you hear that? Lips. What should we do for lips? The cheeks are pretty mauve. I went a little overboard on that bronzer. So the cheeks are pretty mauve, and then the eyes are really warm with that coppery gold and the terracotta shade. So I don't know what I should do for lips. Let's see. We're gonna go out on a limb here, and I'm gonna use Ex-Girlfriend from Urban Decay as a lip liner. I feel like we're all over the place with this like color scheme. I keep getting asked if I have lip injections in my comments. I don't know why it's like a new thing all of a sudden, because like my lips have always been the same. But it's like a new relevant question at the moment. Maybe because lip injections are so common right now. But I do not. If you guys look at my pictures, my Instagram, my YouTube channel, I could show you baby pictures. You can see the shape of my lips has never changed. The texture of my lips has never changed. The size of my lips has never changed. I've always had a really, really, really big mouth, or really big lips rather. But you can also tell if someone gets injections or not based on the texture of their lips, and my lips have always been really raisiny. Like they're super wrinkly, and if I did alter my lips with like those lip injections or whatever, you could tell, because they'd be a lot smoother and more plump. And I think my mouth is just big, not necessarily like juicy, you know? And then for lipstick, I'm gonna use this super old lipstick. I've had it forever. I shouldn't be bragging about that. This is called Poshtone from MAC. Didn't they discontinue these lipsticks? These are the mineralized rich lipsticks. Pretty sure they're discontinued. Maybe not. Maybe they are, maybe not, but it's called Poshtone. So what do we think? I think we got a winning look. You guys, honestly, I can't rave enough about this palette. I really, 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 really have been enjoying it. It makes me proud that I am able to support another YouTuber, but it also makes me really excited as a makeup lover that it's such a cool palette. Really like it. I mean, look at that blush. The blush alone. Well, the blush and the highlighter, and then look at the Cafecito on the lid. Isn't that beautiful? Anyway, I should just write Melissa Michelle a love letter now and confess my undying love for her, apparently. Anyway, that's it for this Get Ready With Me, you guys. I love you guys so much, and you know what to do. If you found this video useful, entertaining, or learned something, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, this coffee break is over.